What's up everybody, my name is Dylan. I'm really excited because today we're in my mess of a garage and we're gonna build a gun safe. Kind of. Alright, so I got this old locker from a National Guard armory and I figured it'll lock so it'll make for a decent gun safe. It's tall, it's deep, lots of space, but it is in pretty rough shape. It's dirty, the feet are all wobbly, and we got to get rid of this shelf and this bar in here. So before we start painting it and building out the shelves inside, we're going to do all that. Alright, I never said I was good at spray painting, and I'm not. It's just, oh, you can't really tell. Hold on. You can kind of tell. I mean, look, yeah, I'm gonna get my wife to help me with the second coat, because that is, requires a little more finesse than I thought it did. But we got the first coat on, kind of, and we're gonna take a break there because today is May 30th at 2:56 p.m. and I don't know when you guys are watching this, but in 26 minutes, something really exciting is happening.
Stage 1 tanks pressing for flight.
T-minus 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ignition. Liftoff of the Falcon 9 and Crew Dragon. Go NASA, go SpaceX, Godspeed, Bob and Doug.
America has launched.
One output.
And so rises a new era of American spaceflight, and with it the ambitions of a new generation continuing the dream. 20 seconds into flight, stage 1 propulsion is nominal.
Oh man, that was amazing. That almost makes me feel better about how horrible of a paint job I did here. I mean, that's just awful. Alright, it is a brand new day, you can tell, because I'm wearing a different shirt and I'm not wearing a hat. Yesterday did not go as planned, but we learned lots of stuff. Mainly that this is like the glitter of the spray paints. It's sparkly and it gets everywhere. So I started painting the door with that color, and I realized it wasn't really a spray paint, it was just like kind of a clear coat so you could still see everything underneath. I went over this with the black spray paint and I thought these streaks looked pretty cool, so I think we're gonna leave them. But this, oh, you can't really tell now, it has lots of sparkles on it because of the metallic spray paint. So I'm never using this again. That was a terrible experience. That being said, we got the spray paint done, so we're ready to move on. Let me show you kind of what the plan is here with the lights. Oh no, they came apart. Alright, so what we've got here is a battery pack that came with this LED strip. We cut the wire leading to the LED strip and hooked it up to this cabinet switch so that when we turn this on, the little button here is out. When we press it in, it goes off. So this will be when the door is open, closed. I think that should work pretty well. So that's the plan. We're gonna get all of this hooked up into the inside of the door, and then we'll move on to shelves.
Can I see that?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Check this puppy out. So you can see in here through the cracks, there's no light. And then, oh! Look at that! Man, isn't that cool? It really highlights all the imperfections in my spray painting. But I think that is awesome. So they just go up the sides there, up the top. So now we've got that done, it's painted. Now we just need to work out, you know, the all of that part. So I think I'm just gonna take some wood and down here build some drawers, and then build a little rack up here for like rifles to sit against. Got the first of 3 drawers. So as you can see, hopefully as you can see, we just got these pocket holes, using this pocket hole jig, and then some wood glue where I could fit it in. It should be plenty strong. These things only hold 50 pounds anyway, so I doubt we're gonna max out the strength of these pocket holes. And you know, I'm not too worried about what the outsides and underside of the drawers look like. So, one down, and we'll just drill a hole through, a little thumb hole through there. But I'm going to make the other 2. It's going to be pretty much the same thing, so I won't bother showing you that. I'll just be back when they're done. So I got my drawers made here, and I put together the box that is gonna sit inside here, that the drawers are gonna be inside of. I need to get the drawer slides in, so you know, it's gonna sit in like that, and then it's gonna be sitting off of the side of this with 2x4s. So I don't know, it's hard to explain. I'll just show you. Well, mistakes were made. Okay, all right, here's what happened. I thought that this was 17.5. If you look at my notebook, 17.5. Well, when I was building this nice little box here, I tested the fit inside here, and I was like, ooh, it's a little loose. 17 3/4. Well, what that did is it made this width here 1/4 inch too wide, and so now the drawer the drawer doesn't fit. A couple different options: remake all the drawers, which I don't have the wood or time for that. I could shim, I could stick some shims inside there. Oh man, it's 9:30. Really needed to be done with this today. So yeah, that's a bummer. It's a real bummer. So here's the plan, and I don't want any judgment, okay? These are paint stirring sticks, and each one is a 1/16 of an inch. So 2 is 1/8 of an inch, and they're gonna go between the drawer and the drawer slide bracket. Well, that worked. Oh. So, yeah. But I'm an idiot because these things are, you know, crap. They break, they crack, they split. You know what else is a 1/16 of an inch? A washer. And I've got a lot. So, yeah, that's a much better plan. It's a new day, and had a little bit of success. Look at that! Alright, okay. It's not perfect. It's by no means perfect. You see these 2 screws here? Well, that is because there were no holes for the pocket hole jig. So, you know what? It is my first time ever making drawers, so I'm gonna be okay with that. I know, who knew my first time would be this awesome? But we got this last one in. It's not perfect either, but it'll do. So is that, man, that is really. Now I'm gonna take apart that thing there, pop those screws out of the top of it, and paint it. Got some more spray paint, even more, and we're gonna spray paint that, put it back together in there, and then cut some strips of plywood to go along the sides here to cover that up. Alright everyone, it is day 4 and we're finished with it. So it's ugly, but it works. And honestly, last night I was just about finished with it, and I was telling myself, I'm not gonna post it to YouTube. This is my first video on the channel. It's not how I wanted it to turn out, but you know, I figure that's the lesson there. That, you know, it's not always gonna turn out perfect, and especially as this channel goes into more DIY home renovation stuff, you gotta weigh out, is it worth the extra time, the extra money and materials to make it perfect? So no, it was a way for me to use leftover wood that I had and a free locker that I had, and then buy $100 worth of spray paint and drawer slides. So I'm happy with it, you know, for what it is. We learned a lot about what not to do the next time we make drawers, like putting on the drawer faces before finishing everything. That was kind of dumb. But we are now ready to call this one finished and start cleaning up. Made a big old mess. It cannot be overstated just how much that metallic spray paint got everywhere. Oh, you guys can't tell, but it's everywhere. It's everywhere. But we got to get everything cleaned up. We have to get everything packed up because we're moving. That's right. That was the time crunch with this project. In 2 days, we are closing on a house, and in 4 days, we're moving. So this workshop that you got, you know, accustomed to, fell in love with over the last 12 minutes, it's gone. We're saying bye to it. But moving into bigger, better workshop, attached workshop, And there's gonna be a lot of videos with that. That was actually the reason for making this channel, is we're gonna be renovating the crap out of this house. And I figured people might like to watch that. Like a real middle class, do it yourself. We're not spending 150 grand renovating this house. So that's what's coming up. If you wanna see that, make sure to subscribe, and I'll bring you guys along for the ride. Thanks for watching me butcher this gun safe today. And I hope you guys follow along. Lots of big and exciting stuff coming up.